like jam, water. Hit the brake. Beep, beep. Drip like jam, water. Hit the brake. Beep, beep. Get out of my way!
Yo, what want me you?
You're watching The Traffic Jam.
Now, being a comedian inside in the industry, where do you think, or do you know where the beef with Faizon comes from? Because Faizon is shooting back too.
You know, a lot of people got beef with Faizon or animosity, if you will. And that's because you're always going to get that people who don't bite their tongue. Like Faizon is just like Katt in that regard. These two dudes will get on a podcast, an interview, and say some raw, rough, rugged, and raw shit. And I don't get mad at shit. This is like this is my first time even talking about this because I don't really get into this type of thing because these dudes are telling their truth. And I think that's where the reason that the internet caught fire is because he just happened to name a dozen names that people hold in a certain regard. Let's face it. If Katt said the same thing and named 12 motherfuckers that people didn't feel some sort of way about, would we be talking like this? Nah. We're talking like this because you heard names like Tyler Perry and Ricky Smiley and Earthquake and Steve Harvey, Cedric, and the names go on and on. So, but because of some of these names making us do this shit, even the Ludacris and blah blah blah, you're like, yo, where'd that come from? Where does this come from? What's going on? Blah blah blah. Like, so we're talking about it because of the parties involved per se. But Faizon is that dude too. Faizon is the same dude. He's not gonna hold his tongue, not gonna bite his tongue. He's gonna say, if he think you're a bitch, he's gonna say, yo, so and so's a bitch.
I don't know where it comes from, but I mean, to keep it a buck, Faizon has been seeming real bitter the last 4 or 5 years. And I don't know where it stems from, but he's really like a bitter dude about everything. And it's like, come on, man, get over it. You know what I'm saying? This industry is not easy. We all know this shit is hard as fuck, but step up or do something, reinvent yourself. But you can't be bitter about every single body and not do anything. He's been bitter on about a lot. He's been throwing shades on the way he was shade Dave East and a lot of people. Like, come on, man. Shit is whack.
Yeah, Faizon is like the least person that should be like, especially when it comes to stand-up, bro. Like, and I like everybody that Katt mentioned. I admire and I just a fan of all those guys. But when it come to Faizon, I don't know where they beef stem from either. But like Dennis said, he just been like shooting at everybody too. He said Jay-Z was a scrub, or like Jay-Z really wasn't that guy. Like, he just saying stuff like, bro, you weren't even around. Like, how do you know all this stuff? And so I just feel he's the least person to even be, mentioning Katt and he's just been going crazy on his IG, just posting like clips and videos and not really commentary, just posting videos and shit. And I'm like, bro, this man came at y'all, the way he did. Come back with some jokes, bro, or let that shit ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause yo, he ain't even on their level. You know what I'm saying? It was like, come on, maybe it's a platform now for Faizon to get more likes or whatever. Maybe that's what he's thinking.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I just think he needs to step his game up or step out.
Yeah.
Traffic jam. Drip like jam, water. Hit the brake. Beep, beep. Drip like jam, water. Hit the brake. Beep, beep. Get out of my way!
Yo, what want me